Okay, hello everybody. Okay, right, let me just get chat visible for me. Yeah, today we have OpCrux. Yeah, let's... I mean, I don't have much to say. I kind of just... Yeah, want to get into it. I mean, thanks to Simon for, like, letting me play on his server. And... Yeah, I don't have a... I mean, I'm excited. OpCrux has made so much progress recently. Like, last time I played, I pretty much just tested out racing. I'm interested in seeing what it's going to be like. I have no idea. Okay. Let me know if audio is all at good volumes. Okay, so there is a risk of a crash. Which is why I've got one character in Avant Gardens already, just in case there are any problems. As we go.
Moving forward. Try jumping up. Wonderful.
I see Aaron over in the corner saying OpCrux dead. Okay, wait, I need to move this around so I can actually see chat properly, because I cannot do that at the moment. What about like this? Yeah, okay. So, Aaron being slightly annoyed with OpCrux at the moment. Mostly for the fact that they tried to force him onto their future content team, or well, like as a meme for what it's worth. But yes. Anyway. I'm glad the audio is good for you guys, because I'm being deafened over here. Because I don't know how to do volume on OBS separately from here. Actually, wait a second. Let's just see what it looks like on OBS, because maybe I just turn it up on OBS, turn it down on my end a little bit, so I'm being slightly less deafened. Were there custom keybinds? Oh, okay. Last time I was on, we got stuck here. And, like, I mean, you've all seen me play... I was interested to see if we'd get through, but you've all seen playthroughs of... Oh, okay. No, I can't. Okay. Quick restart. This is going to happen. It always does. But yeah, you've all seen playthroughs of Adventure Explorer before. So, you know what? Let's just... How is the music still going? I closed it. That was slightly concerning. Oh, I should also mute Discord so you guys don't get phantom pings in the middle of this. Let's... Oh, okay. Resize screen. Can I put the screen back? No, apparently not. Okay, let's just guess more or less where the screen size was. Okay, that's a little bit larger. Something like this. That works. Yeah, more or less. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, custom keybinds. Not that I know of. I don't think there was any. I could be totally wrong. But, like, at the time LU came out, I don't think that was really something the team had thought about. Yeah, so I'm pretty certain there weren't custom keybinds. I mean, I'm sure you could do something weird on the side of your computer and, like, remap things. And I know that Vicey has managed to play it on console. Or not on console, but using a console controller. I don't know. We shall see. Yeah, I have no idea. Honestly, I've not looked into that at any point. Okay, yeah, so apparently many of the crashes have recently been fixed. So hopefully this will be a mostly crashless run. And I really just want to... Oh, there we are. Nice. I really just want to, yeah, see what happens. Okay. Okay, so first step, this character seems to be having some slight issues. Mostly in the... So this should be a trigger at this launch pad. seems not to have worked for some reason, and to my knowledge, there isn't a /complete in OpCrux. There's no /complete command, I don't think. Which is a bit of an issue. And I love this. Whenever this happens on a server, it's still... Wisply is still, yeah, still very shocked to see us. Okay, we've got 2 of everything. Okay. 2 of everything. I think we might be experiencing server issues, because, like, I know OpCrux does have this, or, more likely than server issues, Simon's just turned off that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'm just taking a look around, because I don't really have a good sense of what OpCrux has at the moment, if I'm honest. Oh, you can complete it for me. Simon, you said you were going to be watching Netflix. Stop paying attention to my stream. I mean, yes, please, but like, no. You're not meant to be having to do anything just because I've randomly decided to stream. That's not how this is meant to work. Relax, watch Netflix, have fun. I'm sure I can just go and, like, racing. I can... Yeah, I don't feel obligated to do stuff just because I've randomly joined the server. Without much warning. Okay. I think the server might not be liking my existence at the moment. This kind of gives me server not liking my existence vibes, not gonna lie. But, like... Okay, so I'm just gonna... If Simon does, I'm sure we'll see it up here. And for now, let's just run around, do the standard sightseeing, and pick up as many heart flags as we can. Walk right past Theo Balfour as he tries to tell us that you can't use this bouncer, and use Simon's trick for getting up here. Nice and easy. Just checking it. Okay, so maybe some issues with Smashables. Oh, let's see if it is the server truly ignoring me. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, so the server is paying attention. That just took a little while by that animation that just played, because that animation that just played is kind of the summoning the imagination within yourself thing, but it just happened when I was over there. Seems a little bit of lag, but okay, no, this is just when I press shift. I mean, I'm a fan of this. My character's like lifting his chest up because you can see through. Hello, Isaac Jacob. Oh, quick! Oh, there we are. Quick restart. I mean, you're not wrong. There was a. Right. Hey, it didn't resize itself. This. Oh. Well, I spoke way too soon on that one. Is that the right size? Let me just... I've got it, so because I've got to resize it. The screen every time. Okay, there we are. There we are. Okay. Let's hit play. Good morning, MM12. Hello. Yeah, it is 1:47 over here. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So, in it wasn't a restart, he's disguising a crash. He managed to say quick restart before a crash. Like, he managed to predict the crash in advance pretty well then. I'm impressed. Hello, Elena. That is, if I've ever referred to Tracer in a video, Elena Berry is the person to whom I'm referring, in that working on OpCrux at the moment. Yeah, one of the devs over there. And Simon being an utter legend. This server still being a little uncertain as to whether or not it likes me, but that worked. So the server definitely does recognise my existence, which is thanks, Aaron. Aaron just literally just here to troll OpCrux. I love it. That feeling when you had it all under control. Anyway, yes. So, yeah, I'm gonna run around. We'll see if at some point. I'm sorry, Simon. Simon, like, I'm perfect. Okay. You don't feel the need to do any on-the-fly debugging. You are meant to be relaxing. This is okay. I was going to say it's a weekend. It's not a weekend, but you were going to be relaxing and watching Netflix. You're not meant to be doing this. So stop. I will stop streaming if you keep doing this. I'm just going to explore the world, see what happens. Like, okay, for anyone here, this is not like a full representation of OpCrux. I literally just said to Simon that, hey, I'm kind of interested in streaming now, do you mind? And the server doesn't seem to be up, do you mind putting it up? And he was like, yeah, because he's a legend. And, yeah, so he is not responsible for anything not working, because, like, this was just random. Hello, the Venture Guy. 24/7? Or 247? One of the, I mean, it's a bold assumption there are over 200. There are at least 247 Venture Leaguers. But not as good as Vicey. Not going up there. But yeah, welcome to the stream. It's good to see someone new here. Okay, so one thing I want to discuss is, well, actually no, discuss / recommend. There is a channel I have recently watched some videos, but that was weird. I jumped when I was way further than I should have been able to. Anyway, yeah, those of you who have heard like previous of my streams will know I've been kind of musing about a problem sent to me by, well, not sent to me, that, oh, hello, they won, either they won the Object ID lottery, or, that's interesting, that that's spawned. OpCrux may be if that's not a case of winning the Object ID lottery, that might mean OpCrux is like the first to have that reliably spawning, because I don't think, maybe lcdrU did? I don't remember. Hello, Eric Jr. and a Purple Shadow. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. So for those who haven't been on the stream before, because I see we've got new people, I'm quite interested in physics, and a fair amount of the time the stream ends just evolves into me talking about physics. And in this particular instance, the bit of physics I'm interested in devolving it into was a challenge that a friend sent me a couple of years ago, and that Darwin and lcdr kind of got me thinking about again, which was the challenge of what happens if you have a particle in motion, and well, not particle in motion. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. What happens if the universe pays attention to? What if the universe used to measure distance the Manhattan rather than Euclidean geometry? So rather than x squared plus y squared equals, or sorry, a squared plus b squared equals c squared for being the formula for the side length of the triangle, what if you just had a plus b equals c? Okay, I'm going to. AG seems to be having a couple of moments. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hop over. I'm going to be interested to just see, pop over to Forbidden Valley. Because I've been thinking about certain... It might now work, but I will go now. Yes, Simon, do. Enjoy yourself. Don't stand, like, trying to solve problems for me. How about the AG picnickers not bothering to take cover under Maelstrom Rain? You make a fair point. Likening Invisible LU physics volumes. We'd love to see it. Well, not physics volumes, but just physics. Hey, wait, that was possible to jump on. I mean, this is totally useless, but this isn't a bad challenge if it is possible. Okay, so we've got... Where did I get a jump off there? What part of that was standable? Some part of that reset my double jump. What part of that was it? Anyway, yeah. So this is a particular challenge a friend sent me several years ago, and I'm just interested in how far I can get now I actually know a bit more physics. And so I was previously quite stuck on a previous stream as to what it meant to kind of say, okay, I don't know what that was, but it's not hugely interesting. I was stuck with kind of an issue of, I can describe space using any coordinate systems I want. Some of those coordinate systems, we can mathematically work them out, do obey the property that distances add, like a plus b equals c, that's easy enough. You can work out the metric tensor for those, which basically is just a thing that describes how you add up distances in different spaces. But the thing is, we can just arbitrarily, I can just choose how we measure distances. In fact, choosing the difference between the imperial metric system is like choosing a different metric tensor. It has no bearing on the universe, it's just how we choose to observe it. Thanks, 712. But yeah, and so let's try talking to these people. Yeah, and so we end up having some questions about, okay, I can define geometry such that this holds, but why? What is so special about our current coordinate system that, like, changing it would make a difference? Because, like, this coordinate system is arbitrary. I can measure coordinates in any way. And, like, the best I could come up with for this, well, I didn't really have a huge idea. I was kind of thinking, like, it's to do with conservation of momentum. But, like, is there any, because that's related with time symmetry, is there anything more specific? And I've recently been watching a channel called Science Click, which I would highly recommend, and in particular their series on general relativity, and it reminded me of something I'd seen ages ago. Okay, let's switch minifigure, I think. I think this, yeah, the server may be disliking me at the moment, that's fine. And worst case scenario, I can always just hop onto lcdrU, play a little bit of that. Yeah, and so I was having interested in answering some questions like this. Okay, I think I might head off of OpCrux. This may mean I need to change the title. I hate changing the title midway through a video. Oh well. Okay, yeah, let's head off OpCrux, head on to lcdrU. Hoping that's up. LCDR. Is this the IP? It's been a... I'm concerned I can't remember the lcdrU IP address. I think this might be it. That's really concerning. I don't like that in so many times. I think this is right. Let's just resize this so it fits my screen. But yes, so there's some weird stuff, which is the motion of any particle. Can't spell my own name. The motion of any particle impeded, which goes unimpeded by another force. That's always described by a geodesic in whatever coordinates you're using. In this instance, where a plus b equals c, it would be a geodesic of those a plus b equals c coordinates. Sorry, I'm trying to do multiple things at once. Yeah, and okay, no, that's all. Sorry, I'm trying to do that at once and make sure I'm on the right server IP, because I'm pretty certain this is the right IP, but I lcdrU first.org. Yeah, it is lcdrU.org. Okay, and it should be OU. Okay, so that might just be the server being down, which means we go back to OpCrux. This weapon. So DOU is currently down, which is the reason I'm not playing on DOU. Okay, so let's. I just accidentally pasted the Ninja Wolog YouTube channel as the server IP, which is not the correct IP, as it turns out. Okay, let's go back to this. The server has. I did test this a little bit in advance. The server does do some weird things occasionally, so I'm just gonna restart, and there we are. I hope we get a little bit better luck this time. Okay, and I kind of wanted to finish my train of thought, but before discussing the question about DOU going public, but my train of thought appears to be more long-winded than I intended. Yeah. As for asking when DOU will be coming out, we've been told reasonably firmly, I'd say sometime within the next year. I will be doing a prediction. I just finished recording today a predictions video for when I think it's going to be coming out and detailing my thought process as to what my guess would be. So that will be coming out sometime around the new year, and it is the longest video I've ever made for the channel. Yeah, the Venture Guy, as Aaron says, you will not be able to play your character from the game as live. We don't have access to LEGO servers, so we have no way of getting that information or anything like that. And whether or not LEGO probably did store it, because like, why wouldn't you? But okay, so submitting username. One server appears to be down. Nothing is stopping you making a new one, and you can well do. Okay, okay, I'm gonna feel bad about this, but let's. Let's ask. It's just worth checking with lcdrU if the server's down or if I am genuinely just being incompetent and can't remember. Can't remember the IP, because it is reasonably likely that I am just being incompetent. So let's actually check in the, because we've got an alpha channel for a reason. lu.lcdruniverse. Oh no, I am just being incompetent. Sorry, I forgot to swap over the mods. So lcdrU and uchu both use a particular mod. I am genuinely just incompetent. No, I'm sorry, lcdrU. Okay, let's try this again. Let's get this back up. I apologise for the downtime. This is what happens when you're someone like me who's just bad. Okay, take 3 or 4. Okay, brilliant. Okay, we've got something. We've got something to do. This is better than it was. When the only server left up is Project Garmadon. Aaron, I mean, I will happily give Project Garmadon a go if you want to host. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the best server name. I mean, see if you can work out what it means, Aaron. I mean, you're the first person to notice that I have that very weird server name. There is a reason for it. Okay. But yeah, so there's something really, really weird. So there's a cool thing in physics, which is that as long as a particle's motion is unimpeded by forces or unaffected by forces, it will always take the shortest distance between any 2 points. Okay, we have a server. I should really change the name of the video because this is now just not true. we are not doing LEGO Universal OpCrux. Let's change that to OpCrux and lcdrU. Yeah, but it's so you always do something by the shortest distance between 2 points. That's always the path that a particle takes when it's not being affected by any forces. The fun part about this is that in Manhattan distance, where a plus b equals c rather than a squared plus b squared equals c squared, there are multiple shortest distances between any 2 points. And I have no idea what this means, because like the principle of least action, where you derive like most of physics from, heavily assumes there's only one. So I have no idea what to make of this. Anyway, let's just... okay, what we can do... hardcore LU practice. So this is something I want to give a go when DLU comes back up. No. Yeah, I want to be able to give this a go when DLU comes back up. So, I mean, it's worth practicing now. And so, yeah, okay, so Hardcore LU Challenge. What is the Hardcore LU Challenge? Hardcore LU Challenge is getting through as much of the game as you can without a single death and without equipping any armor, basically any items other than consumables. And it is difficult. What physics stuff are we talking about? A challenge. What if a challenge a friend asked me ages ago, which is what if the laws of physics were used a plus b equals c for distances rather than a squared plus b squared equals c squared. But when does DLU come back up? We have no idea. At the moment, we've been told it's down for planned maintenance, which is good because the last time DLU went down, it was not for planned maintenance. It was because their server provider had mucked up, and basically it lost like 4 months worth of the forums, I believe. But yeah, yeah. So fortunately, this is for planned maintenance, which means hopefully no loss, which means no loss of forums, no loss of website, etc. Fortunately. Okay, so things to note. This is practice for Hardcore LU, but the only issue with this challenge is
you just earned a weapon.
Hello, 2K
in your backpack.
Hello, Flint and Boom. Yes, so the issue of this challenge is like things don't precisely match up to. Ooh, okay, that's just off the bottom. Yeah, things don't entirely match up to how the gameplay works in. Sorry. To how the gameplay will work on DLU or in a live server, because like AI doesn't work in exactly the same way here, but it's going to be some reasonable practice, and I want to look a little bit at routing and how to remain as safe as possible. Is watching this during school a good idea? I mean, I can't recommend it. So you say distances have to be a squared plus b squared equals c squared. That's not 100% true. They don't, which is really cool. So like they do in Euclidean space, but basically the question is, but I can choose to parameterize space in any way I like. I can draw whatever grid lines I like on space. They don't have to be straight lines. So like, that's just a function of how we measure distance. But what if the distance we measured was something else? And like, it looks like the distance you measure is related to, well, the distance you measure is related to the choice of axes, which in turn is related to basically the paths that particles move when they're not being acted on by any force. And yeah, the weird thing is that this isn't uniquely defined. is that you get like an infinite number of paths the particle can take when you're using this geometry. And okay, so realistically there aren't that many. This is just a fun thing to think about. Like, the laws of physics don't work this way in reality, but you could probably design mass distributions in general relativity such that space-time does curve in exactly this way. I don't know precisely what you're allowed to do in general relativity, what sort of constraints you have on space-time curvature, so who knows, but okay, yes, so I'm going to try and go through this with as few deaths as possible. I don't think I'm going to restart if I die, just because I'm practicing. This isn't an actual run. Yeah, when DLU comes back up, if it comes back up in the next couple of days, I am planning on doing some hardcore LU attempts. But, oh, and yeah, okay. Rules for hardcore LU. Yeah, not allowed to equip things, anything like this, so I can just sell all of it. I'm allowed to use firecrackers and stuff like that because they're consumables. Yeah. Is this a physics channel? It is not OpCrux right now. I'm currently on lcdrU because we were having OpCrux. OpCrux was having issues, and I refused to make Simon fix bugs in his spare time. Has A plus B equals C ever happened? No. Or at least, I would assume no. It is solely hypothetical. But, you know what, it's a fun hypothetical to think about, so... and it makes you think about, like, what are the laws of physics are actually based on, which is something I wouldn't have thought about prior to looking into this. The fact that laws of physics are like based on underlying symmetries in the universe. Oh, I should not have gone rid. No, armor polish. It's fine to get rid of. That is fine to get rid of because. So I don't want to get rid of anything that gives me health because health will end up being really important for this. We're currently on lcdrU tracer. Okay, let's barbecue blast hot dog. Don't need. Actually, I will need that Imagine. Anyway. You got some rookie errors from me, but you know what? That's life. Yeah, so the aim is basically to complete as many achievements as we possibly can. Is DLU getting updated? I don't know. They're saying it's down for planned maintenance. That's literally all I know. Is lcdrU still up? lcdrU is still up. And is apparently planned to be up for the foreseeable future, which is really, really useful for me. I'm just talking about physics because there's someone watching during school, so we can learn something useful. Yeah, that's it. That's it. It's got nothing to do with the fact that I'm just obsessive. This is not OpCrux. This is lcdrU. I should have the title. So I've changed the title, but I don't know if that changes the title for existing viewers. I don't know how that works. If we're getting technical, the laws of physics are all human ideas we attempt to use to understand the universe in our own way. Yes. When you say this is weird, what do you mean, Tracer? You mean lcdrU? I mean, the thing I love about lcdrU is since he got published, it says OpCrux and lcdrU. Yeah, because it has been. Because the entire stream has been a combination of OpCrux and lcdrU. I can't just say we didn't do any OpCrux because that would be true. That would be clickbait and lies. Yeah, no, the one thing I love about lcdrU, this is virtually the state lcdrU was in when he first released it. And this is like, this was probably, what, 3 years ago now? Like, this is pretty... I find this amazing that this was released in virtually this state. LCDR had it working up to this point 3 years ago. Like, that is impressive. Have fun on George Washington. The Brit over here knows very little about him. LCDRU seems so smooth. Yeah, LCDRU is amazing. Like for what it's worth, LCDRU was at its time. I know people were like, oh, DLU is... At the time when LCDRU came out, everyone was like, oh, LCDRU must just be prioritizing implementing missions over server stability. And like, he wasn't. Like, genuinely, it was just a really good server, and like, it was significantly ahead of its time when it came out. Not saying, sorry, in terms of servers that were made public, I've heard DLU builds around that time were also very complete, but none that were ever public were that complete. Those enemies seem to drop an awful lot of loot, so okay, people argue back and forth as to whether or not there's any ambiguity. I don't know the technical details. But you can interpret, at least currently people interpret drop tables in different ways. LCDRU interprets the drop tables in one way, and it basically means on average you're going to not get a lot of loot. Yeah, on average you don't get... like most of the time you're going to get a low amount of loot, but sometimes you just get tons. Are there any plans to release content that was never finished in Dark Flame, like the Fire Temple or Frostspur? Frostspur was released, Fire Temple was never released, and I've got a video of that. Someone on my discussing that question on my channel. If someone would like to link it, that would be brilliant. But yeah, they're not going to. So, like, they're working on adding new content, and they have added new content to the game. They've done some very cool things. Deal you have. Okay, let's... Okay, so this is the only place in the game you're allowed to die. Survival. On Hardcore LU, for obvious reasons that there's no way of leaving Survival without dying. That might mean, actually, that Survival's a really good place to grind. I have not seen the Fire Temple in the client, Tracer. If it is, that's really cool, but I've not heard of that. I've only ever seen Earth Gauntlet. Yeah, that may well have been you, 2K Law. I remember. I know you asked the question for one of my videos because it's at the top of my list of scripts. One from you. Okay, we'll almost certainly need more health than this, but you know what? That's going to work for starters. Okay. I mean, we won't need these health things for the survival minigame because, well, you'll see. Yeah, basically, DLU will be adding new content. They already have added new content for the game, for winter testing. But yeah, no more. And they will be adding more stuff in the future, but it doesn't hugely make... I mean, they'll probably... At some point, people will probably try and remake the Fire Temple, but it's, like, no time soon. Okay, notice the Stromlings have... not the Stromlings, the Stromling mechs have one more health here than elsewhere, which means it's reasonably hard. So I'm pretty certain I could, like, legitimately get by this just as long as I kept moving. Like, you couldn't do this indefinitely, but for a minute, I can't imagine that much stuff would spawn that I couldn't just keep moving for a minute. Yeah, so Frostspur was released. I mean, I never got to play it either, because I was not around back then. The music's loud for me. Is it too loud for you guys? Okay, and we cannot get out unless we get smashed, so let's get smashed. You're allowed, for Hardcore LU, you're allowed to get smashed within survival instances, because there's no other way of leaving them. No, that was not what I meant to do. Okay. But, interesting. Wait, did I just get... Okay, I'm not totally certain. Next, exit. 5 seconds. Did they ever say where the 4 faction minifigures came from? Do you mean, like, what world they originated on? I don't think so. I mean, there's the... So, canonically, you had, like, the Crux Or no, because they weren't even from the Crux system. Because the Crux system was like shielded somehow, or like it was really well hidden. Yeah, that's a little loud. Thank God I can turn it down. I can turn it down on my end because I am getting a little deafened. Brilliant. That is good to hear. Okay, gonna put that down. See if this is too low. Did I just walk over to and complete that mission without paying attention? Because it shouldn't have put me directly onto that. I'm assuming I did, because it shouldn't have put me directly onto the next one. Now you can't hear it. Oh, you know that's because whenever I tab out, you can't hear anything because LU music doesn't play when you're not focused on the game window. Yeah. Fun facts for anyone who hasn't played LU recently. Or hasn't opened up an LU client recently, because it's not really having played LU, just opening up the client. But yeah. Okay. Everyone's favourite challenge. Okay, so this one's actually, if you can survive getting swarmed by Stromlings, this one's actually faster on DLU than LCDRU, because the Stromlings will, I don't know if they attack the turrets. They're definitely meant to, if you're far enough away. But the turrets will smash Stromlings. And so as long as you can get in here and build the turrets without being smashed yourself, you're fine. Did I have a main class in the original LU? I was Summoner. Character name Infamous Coin Quandary. If anyone actually remembers me, hello. Send me a message, because I know there's definitely a couple of friends I'd like to say hi to again from LU days, but like honestly, yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah, this is a little bit of a grindy mission. I'm getting quite bad luck on the drops, I must say. Ow. Well, no, I don't think I get anything for building that, so I'm not going to bother. Okay, let's go over to a change of scenery. Yeah, I must admit, like, I love LCDRU as a server, but LCDRU gameplay is unfortunately not quite as entertaining as DLU gameplay, just because, in particular, like, so much time you spend in LU fighting and the stakes are so much lower on LCDRU, because you're just a lot safer, because, like, they can attack you once you're close enough, but normally you can remain far enough away that you're pretty much safe. Because as long as you attack right just as you get in range, they'll be in range of you, but you can smash them before they'll have an opportunity to smash you. Okay. Ping noises. I thought I'd muted this, but it turns out no, I unmuted it instead. Okay, so those noises were DMs from Simon saying that he just fixed Bob, OMG, finally in full caps. So we may be hopping back on to OpCrux in a sec. Let me just. Alright. So I've just sent a message saying that that I can hop back on and check stuff out if he wants at any point, because like I'd like to look into OpCrux more, because that is the server I've played least out of everything. to be honest, you always wondered what kinds of classes LEGO would have come up with should they have continued supporting the game. Yeah, so, I mean, I can't say what LEGO would have continued to do. I know they had 4th classes planned, and CDM Pants has been working on adding some of the stuff for them, for those 4th classes. So, for instance, he has worked on implementing or just on designing, not implementing, but implementing a Viking class, which was the next class planned for the Sentinels. There are designs of a tourist class for the Venture League, which I just love. It has such a cool aesthetic. If you look it up online somewhere, you can probably find it. It'll be on the LU Wiki somewhere, these images. Yeah, and like, but one thing that I think DLU have discussed and are kind of thinking about is not spending too much time making the faction gear more powerful, but instead focusing on like gear you can just find lying around in Crux Prime and like rare drops there, because, and I kind of get why. You had such an incentive to wear just a complete faction kit, and this is a game made for kids, so it makes sense to kind of give kids huge hints about what gear they should be wearing, and have like certain sets of gear that are particularly powerful, and that's what the faction bonuses are designed to do. But now, kind of trying to broaden the audience, not make it so obvious, and given that kids now are far more used to games and like how online games work, etc. Yeah, it's yeah, I think I can see why they're trying to consider like making faction stuff less powerful. I know lots of people did very, very late game didn't use it, but like I know personally I always use faction gear just because Serrator Isa plus plus Summoner gear was just really good. Yeah, as Simon says, Byungbin, I don't know if I pronounced that right, I'm sorry. Yeah, PvP was an intended game mode. One they planned on adding, there was a Kingdoms world with a game called Catch the Princess. There was which, okay, that has not aged well. I did not know in Alpha they had a command for it. That's new to me. That's interesting. Yeah, there were so one thing that you don't realise just playing LU is the amount of jank there is in the okay, I didn't realise I'd been holding this all time. Technically I shouldn't have been, but like I haven't used it at any point. Yeah, there's a lot of jank in the clients where stuff just doesn't really stuff that's never seen is in there, mostly just because they had lots of various teams considering adding like working on adding different things, and there's a lot of test stuff in the client still there, and you can see the number of different ways they at various times had considered adding PvP. Like there's a particular PvP flag for characters, I think that's how DLU does it, but there are also tons and tons of like internal game factions. So there's a command on lcdrU I can use which sets the internal faction for your character, and these factions determine what can attack what. I would hope that moving forward, stuff like the Ninjago weapons are not a focus, because Ninjago, I always had a bit of a bone to pick. It lets you get, I don't know, it just felt way too insular as a game world. Like, you could get stuff from Ninjago, but that stuff was not worth using anywhere else, and stuff from anywhere else wasn't worth using in Ninjago. It was like, kind of, they released a separate game. And it's kind of like, okay, then, if you want to do that, then just release a separate game. Okay, this particular mission is a lot harder on DLU, because right now I'd be getting swarmed by everything, but Yeah. Yeah. So I look forward to, and I hope that no point do they go down the routes of Ninjago with gear that can only be used in Ninjago. The only issue is that then you kind of have to keep progressing along with some storyline, or maybe not quite, but so your issue becomes then, if you're adding in new worlds, where do they fit within the quest chain? Because if you can play them from the beginning, does that mean you're going to get OP gear? In which case, what's the point of the other worlds? Like, you've got to carefully think about there being a point to each world. I guess you could do what they did with Ninjago, but a little more subtly. So have weapons with like different abilities, not like, so weapons with different play styles associated with them. So in the same way the factions had like different play style, each faction different play style associated with them, you could do some sort of, you could have worlds each which with their own kind of play style where different types of fighting would be better. And I think lots of people would like that because LU combat has been accused of being very easy, which is definitely true. You're a 3D artist and would love to get the chance to work with DOU on new content if they ever do it. I mean, so yeah, as Aaron says, it is quite a challenge, but so there are ways of converting. So yeah, you are definitely working with new formats. There's lots of weirdness to it, but I mean, in theory, in the future, what's going to happen is DOU intend on going public. They're probably going to still have the largest server, but they're going to go public. Their server's going to become open source. What's going to happen is you're going to have people who are interested in working on their own, in hosting their own server, and you'll probably have people who are very interested in getting extra stuff and add-ons for their server. Which means, while DOU probably, if you just walk up to them and say, hey, I want to work for you, they almost certainly will be like, okay, we get that a lot, because we do. You're going to have, if you produce content for other things, it may well be added later on. So the issue is with just adding, I mean, you could literally just keep adding on endgame areas. I mean, that would work. But Crux Prime wasn't, I mean, part of Crux Prime may have ended up being endgame had they completed, like Riven Die, but yeah, honestly, I don't think LU was ever intended to have an endgame. Crux Prime was the hardest to get in the game. Yes, Simon, but you should be in DLU. Like, no, the one thing I find interesting with Crux Prime is that it wasn't the best place to farm late game. And like, people still farmed in lots of different places late game. Okay, so I'm not collecting, so what I would do normally is I'd collect all the heart flags. However, heart flags are really not worth, heart flags are at the moment, yeah, not worth collecting because, well, they would be in theory, but can't do that in DLU, and I want this to be as close to DLU as possible. Yeah, so the issue, which I think everyone would want to avoid, is just having the game get, like, literally you just slowly become more and more powerful and you just indefinitely get more powerful with new worlds constantly. I mean, that's not the worst thing that could happen for a game, but I think there are nicer ways of doing that. I think you can add more depth to a game rather than simply just repeatedly adding more content. Okay, it doesn't matter which gear we choose because we're not going to use it. And this is where it gets hard, because we've got to smash Dark Spiderlings. However, I've got a plan for this, for pulling this off in DLU. This plan won't work here, so I'm going to use the standard plan for lcdrU here, which is good because it's a technique I will probably need to use in DLU at some point. But the trick for doing this in DLU is that turrets work, and we have this particular zone. So what we can do here is build turrets, and in particular that mech, and there should be a mech over here respawning at some point. Yeah, and in theory we can use those turrets to hopefully attack the spiderlings for us, although getting close to the spiderlings, getting to actually build turrets in a useful place might be quite hard. But I think that would be doable. I think that's the best bet. Farm work, the only place you get Crux Prime, only place you could get the Crux Prime rares, which in my opinion are OP. Okay, yeah, so yeah, obviously you can't get Crux Prime rares elsewhere, but you can get faction gear elsewhere, and faction gear was pretty good. And like, I know lots of people did just farm for faction tokens, because also faction tokens you could effectively convert to money by buying model packs with faction tokens and selling them. Yeah. Ah, we've got some Venture Leaguers in chat. Hello. Okay, back off, back off. Okay. Yeah. So you can see why I might want a different method for smashing these things. Given that, like, I did 3 damage there. I can pretty much... There's pretty much no better method I can use in lcdrU for taking these on barehanded. 2, 3, power up, back off. Yeah. Gets me down to it. The upside is that this I'm currently using this tactic because I'm currently hoping that in DLU I won't have to use this tactic. I'll be able to... Ooh, 2 spawn on top of one another there, I nearly died. Yeah, the hopes in DLU I won't need to use this tactic because I'll be able to pull off stuff off the turrets, but this is helpful in places which like don't have handy assembly turrets nearby, or mechs nearby. Okay, go. 1, 2, 3, power up, run away. And yeah, these take me down to... So the only issue is DLU, these would follow you. That was stupid. Okay, if this were a hardcore rip run. So what I was trying to do was I was trying to run around and get health from those guys. Rather than having to use the faction kits, which I could do. But what I really, if I'm going to go for that in future, I should run up out there and smash stuff out there. I don't know why I'm doing this because I've already got full health. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Power up. 1, 2, 3. There we are. Okay. So on the last one, you can do it in 2, which is always nice. Okay. Okay. Let's keep going. The issue is that enemies don't stun. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a good point. Yeah. So in DLU, enemies will stun you. Simon makes a very, very good point. You know, in DLU, enemies will stun you, and they'll stop you mid-combo. Which means... Oh, no. 2 spawn on top of it. Okay. Fortunately on DLU, that... No, this was stupid. This was stupid. I literally got to stop doing that. Really got to stop doing that. When you try your best, but you don't succeed. Yeah, yeah, I don't know what part of me thinks going for a mech when I have 1 life is a good idea. Oh, okay, no, this is where I... Fortunately, we have these. And no better time to use them. Oh, enemies don't stun themselves. What, in lcdrU or in DLU? I'm totally saying which one you're talking about, Simon, but whatever it is. Sounds like an interesting mechanic I need to think about abusing if I want to have any chance in this challenge. 1, 2, 3, go. There we are. The issue is they don't even they're not guaranteed to drop postcards. Sentinels. So Sentinels had one really nice advantage, which is the fact they were the only Sentinels. Sentinels are the only items in the game that let you block 5 attacks in a row, and that meant they were the only faction that could block all of the attacks from a dragon. Yeah, achievement sword from Crux Prime gave you the ability to block attacks. I don't think it... Sorry, not Valiant. Sorry, that was probably my pronunciation. The achievement is sword from Crux Prime that lets you block attacks. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's that OP, if I'm honest. Like, I'm pretty certain you still had to have imagination to pull that off, and it only let you block 3 attacks in a row, after which you had a bit of a stun. Sentinel Samurais had bows, right? You are correct. I was too slow hitting 5 there. That was bad. Yeah, you can see why I'm doing some practice. If I want to do this, yeah. Funky Ugerman and I are both planning on doing hardcore LU runs. Okay, I did hit 5 there. Okay, that was just bad timing. Okay, 5. Okay, I'm spamming 5. What am I doing differently? I mean, what's going... What, can anyone tell what I'm doing differently that's leading to me getting smashed there? Are there two spiderlings underneath that one? Because that would do it. But I don't think they are. They'd be at different points in their movement cycle, and like their things, their tooltip, whatever. What's going on? 1, 2, 3, power up, back off. Okay, I should have run back sooner, but that was it. For some, I don't know why. I don't know what the difference is. Maybe I'm getting too close, but that shouldn't make much difference. Maybe they're getting an attack on me as I walk up. That's maybe a little bit more plausible. Okay, so let's. Oh, but lcdrU, they won't shoot me if I'm any closer. Yeah, if anyone knows. If anyone could see what was going on there, that meant I was getting killed. Okay, there we are. There's one. Yeah, the other fun bit about lcdrU, spider landmines. Because the reason they appear is because AI is controlled by a server, and when you get close enough, and so the server's like the spiderlings up here. However, on the client, this land doesn't spawn in when you're further away, which means all the spiders get spawned in on the ground beneath this, because this isn't terrain, this is just a game object. Okay, 1, 2, 3, heal, run. Okay, this is actually possibly a better place to do this technique, because at least here you have these things you can smash. Okay, 1, 2, 3, heal, run. Yeah, you still end up needing to either smash or... I mean, so you have enough money... So this is like the really... In doing this challenge, this is going to be the hardest bit, I feel. Because, like, I'm pretty certain once you get further on in the game, you do have the option to buy firecrackers from somewhere, hopefully. I timed that badly, but I survived. That's good. So yeah, as parts of the challenge go, I feel this is hard. And hello, Sarah Skies. Did I already say that? I'm going slightly mad. I feel I may have already said that. Okay, heal, keep attacking. 2, 3, there we are. Okay, 2 of these. Yeah, the LU, the age demographics for LU are going to be a little bit weird. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of people who would not look at... Like, I don't know. I feel actually a lot of people in the community may well, but there's still quite a few people who now would not look at Lego games if one came out. But we're all really... Like, I know I wouldn't, but we're now all interested because LU... Okay. There's another Spiderling around here, which I don't want to trigger, because if I do that, I will die. In Crux Prime, there's a never-ending firecracker. Yeah, but I gotta get to Crux Prime first. I can't do that without going through the main quest chain up to Nimbus Station, which means I can't get up here. Hello, Magneto Magic or Magneto Magic. Either one. Hello. Okay. Power up. Run away. Did not run away quickly enough. Rip. Hey Ninja, where will Dark Flame be accessible upon release? What do you mean where? I mean, it'll be from their website. Yeah, no. So there is a bug in lcdrU which lets you get that in Avant Gardens. The what is it? Everlasting? Oh no, the big one. But that you shouldn't be able to do. So I'm not using it in this run because like I want to be able to pull this off in DLU as well. Okay, run up around, get this, and now I'll be able to smash the next one in a couple of hits. Now, I am sure there are lots of people here who are interested in Lego things still. I'm not personally, like, I am here for LU and for the LU community. Although I was playing Lego Harry Potter with my friends back during term time. That was fun. Is there an ETA for release of this to the public? Oh, I've timed that badly. There is no ETA. Mostly just because, like, the developers are working on this in their own spare time, right? And they're not getting paid for this. They cannot legally get paid for this, which means that, like, jobs and real life always have to come first. And you never know what real life might throw at you. So, yeah, no ETA. For what it's worth, last time a project did give like a hard ETA, it missed it. Closed beta, very likely to be coming out sometime, or hopefully sometime this year. Not gonna lie, this playthrough is taking forever and feels very boring, so you might go, now, yep, that is fair enough. This is what happens when DLU's down. Like, that's fair. lcdrU is not as interesting gameplay to watch. It's not as interesting gameplay to do, honestly. It was like, at the time this came out, it was the best, but it is not. It's not the best now. Magneto Magic. If you want more information, check out my pretty recent video interviewing DLU's lead developer, Darwin Animator. We discuss closed beta and with all that. Make sure to occasionally check out the GitHub feed you've made fixing lost stuff. I know. I'm on the Discord and I just look down and I'll just see the GitHub and you've just done tons of stuff. DLU is only fun to watch because of the bugs. I don't know, DLU does have more interesting gameplay. Like, again, I love lcdrU, but DLU does have the more interesting gameplay. Well, that was not bad. I mean, I still can't go for the second one attack, but that let me get that in, and still having more health remaining. No, I don't know. I feel. Actually, I have no idea what LU gameplay is like to watch, given that I only record, really. Because, like, I don't watch my own videos. Don't know how you guys do, they're rubbish. You know, and postcards, please. I know. I really, really would like some postcards. Because this, okay, so this is the tedious part. I mean, we've done this thus far with like 2 or 3 deaths, and those were mostly to me being stupid. PC and me streaming, yeah. Congratulations on the PC, Visky. I'm not sure congratulations are totally the right word, but yay? I mean, congratulations. Congratulations work. I mean, I'm streaming a hardcore run of lcdrU, or not a proper hardcore run, but practicing for when Funky and I do a hardcore run on DLU. So it is a very, very, very slow-paced stream today. But hey, ooh, okay, that is Pog. I can't believe I just said that. Anyway, let's pretend I never used the word Pog. That is... Okay, that is pretty cool. If this game was able to run on unlocked FPS, you wonder how much FPS I get. It is possible to. The other day, I think 2 days ago now, I don't remember how many days ago. More than that. But yeah, they discovered a way of unlocking the FPS. I believe the way they did it was literally just set the FPS value to 0 in the lwo.xml file, if I can't remember, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't know. But yeah, you can run an unlocked FPS. Those are not meant to respawn as quickly as they are, but you know what, I'll take it. Okay, come on, we can... I just want these postcards, please. Every time I smash a spiderling, I don't get a postcard, another bit of me dies inside. Okay. Okay, this is actually not bad for farming though, because I can keep going back and forth, smashing this crate, and it's got spiderling very nearby. That's actually pretty useful. Okay, go. This might be faster than the other ones. Anyone still remember the last day before the servers for this game closed? I'm sad, yeah, I was not on then. I don't remember why. Because I was really... I don't remember if I played up till the end or what, but I know I wasn't there when the servers went down. I don't think... It's like some people I know thought when the message came out that the servers were going down that day and like stopped playing because of that. I didn't think that, but I don't know. I don't know why I didn't play. On last day. Okay. Okay, we're nearly there. Actually, I could... There aren't any more missions to smash. There aren't any more required missions to smash spiderlings. And aside from the Spider Queen, where honestly this won't make much... It won't make much difference. There's no need for these firecrackers, so I'm gonna firecracker this up. This will get it down to 3 HP, and 3 HP I can do with 3 HP I can do without breaking a sweat, because I can survive the attack. Yeah, there we are. And of course, didn't get a postcard, so we are going back. Hello, Zaki. I should play with shaders, Aaron. I don't know how well my computer would handle it, because I don't know. I do have a graphics card now. It's not on my old computer, but it's still not the fanciest of graphics cards. Is the Spider Queen implemented on any of the OU servers yet? It is somewhat implemented in Uchu, although it's buggy, and I don't think it was up until Encry started working on it recently. I don't think anyone ever properly worked on it. Okay, we might have... That didn't rise. We might have some slight server issues. I mean, it's a good PC. It's got a good CPU, etc. But I did not buy it for its gaming ability. I bought it for its ability to let me do large amounts of computational projects on it. Yeah, so Spider Queen implemented. So yeah, it's somewhat implemented on lcdrU. You cannot access it on DLU. That will be coming before closed beta. And okay, let's just do this. The spiderlings here. That's easier. Oh no, it isn't, because we don't have the smashables. So let's keep running over to the other place. No easy health regens over there. Because the only health regens you have attack back, and like I don't want to do that. And the cooldown. I'm not doing this to conserve healing kits, but just cooldown takes ages. Okay, there we are. Really? Yeah, it was going to happen. Will they ever expand DLU to make new content to make players keep playing it? Yes. I could add more to that, but yes, yeah, they will. I've got a couple of videos on this channel about it. If someone could link them, that'd be brilliant. Oh, that's why it's one hit killed me. Okay. Let's hope that hasn't happened with all of them. Okay, where's the one over here? There should be one I'm literally standing right underneath. If that's not there, that's not bad. Okay, cool. I want to find a place where there's just one. Because there are two there and I won't be able to fight two. Come on. I know you're gonna... Okay. If I run... Okay, there's only one there. That's fine. One I can handle. I'm annoyed at how far away it is, but that's fine. We can handle... When you try your best, but you don't succeed. When you get what you want, but not what you... In fairness, I didn't want that. But still. Major themes of the song continue unabated. Okay, this one will be fine to farm though. Okay, hopefully we get it this time, because I'm sure you guys can't stand any more of watching me grinding these guys barehanded, and I can't stand much more of doing it. So I'm hopeful. Come on, come on. You know I want it. Come on, please, please, please let me. Okay, regen health. These spiderling landmines need to be nerfed. Yeah, it's one of my favourite. It's one of my favourite bugs from lcdrU. Honestly, like it's annoying, but it really has some charm to it. Oh, thanks, Vicey. It's like, yeah, they are so annoying, but having played lcdrU for so long, like it wouldn't be lcdrU if it didn't have spider landmines. Okay, we can finish this guy without any help. There we are. 3. Boom. Yes, and we've got it. Okay. Finally. that took ages. But we've completed this. The next... So, there's nowhere in Avant Gardens where you can buy good ranged consumables. So, okay. That's... You can obtain some, or even everlasting consumables. You can obtain some everlasting consumables in AG, but they're not ranged. Yeah, I don't think there are any that are ranged, or any that even deal damage. You can get the flash bulb, which stuns enemies, but stunning enemies does not work on lcdrU or DLU, so it's useless here, and it's not helpful. It won't be helpful when we go over to lcdrU, and they're not too easy to farm. You have to get all of the. You have to get it's a achievement for getting a certain number of gems, I believe, and yeah, you have to get lots of them. You have to farm, so it's not worth it. Oh, Theo Balfour, the saddest NPC in the game, as I just totally ignore him. There we are. His one job is to tell me that I'm allowed to use that bouncer. And you know what? Just because he was stopping me from using it before. The boat game on the Jungle Planet. You mean Shooting Gallery? I have not played Shooting Gallery. None of the servers have it implemented. I know that Simon has done some work on Shooting Gallery, taking a look at it, but I don't think he's got it implemented. Just done some research. Do the survival mini games work now, or are they going to focus on that later? When you say they, I mean, who do you mean? But assuming you mean, I have no idea about OpCrux. DLU do not intend on working on that for the time being. The server I'm currently playing on is lcdrU, but LCDR is now working for DLU. So, that was LUR2. I mean, I didn't say you worked on against the codebase. I just remember seeing in the dev channel at some point you discussing yeah, you discussing REing some stuff. Not REing even, just, well, I mean, this is all RE, I guess, but not client's decompilation RE. Oh, did you notice I sped up a little bit there? If you like, I think you have to touch, or maybe it's just even go above the platform, it will give you, it kind of sets your velocity to the velocity of the platform. Haven't started on OpCrux, fair enough. Yeah. No, I don't think, yeah, survival mini games, I don't think anyone's really working on at the moment, because they're a lot of work. I mean, I really would be excited. I'm really, really excited for when a project finally does. But, because, like, that will add so much replayability when a project finally does. Like, genuinely. I think that's the point where I'll properly get into playing LU. Goodbye. Oh, wait a second. Did that monk with my camera? What have I done? Well, it's been a good one, but I have things to do. Thank you so much for turning up, the Venture Guy. Great to have you here. And hopefully we see you around in future. Okay, let's complete all of this. Okay, so we've died a few times. Most of them have been avoidable deaths that were just because I was getting bored and not really paying attention. There were like one to a spiderling landmine, which wouldn't happen on DLU. One to me being actually a couple to, I'm not totally certain what happened. A couple genuinely just did go wrong. Do I have a favourite faction? I'm a physicist, so it has to be assembly. Has to be assembly every time. The real faction for nerd pride. There we are. One. There should be, if I run up this route, there should be 5. 5 birds very nearby. Oh, hello. I was hoping there'd be 2 down there. I think I scared them off earlier. I think they should have come back, but they appear to not have done. So we need to go farther afield. There's one in the guy's hands here. Where's another one? Yeah. One more. There should be some down here. Yeah, there we are. Okay, so the upside is I'm going to... we're doing hardcore LU, but I am totally going to cheat because on DLU, the Spider Queen mission isn't implemented, so there's no reason I should complete the Spiderling mission here. The Spider Queen mission here. At least for now. Actually, no, it's probably worth it. Because DLU at some point, hopefully quite soon. I mean, I'm hopefully it'll be really soon. DLU will be implementing the Spider Queen. It's one of the things they're working on, and Winston's has shown off some very good progress. Are you the only one who didn't get the wormhole? No, you're not. I never did. I'm live. Because faction weapons were a grind, or valiant weapons rather, and I didn't understand the concept of a grind back then. Maelstrom problems. Okay. Okay, throwing out into chat for anyone who's enjoyed this, or honestly, even if you haven't enjoyed this, like, DLU streams are better. Yeah, there is in the description. I put a link to the channel where I'm going to be streaming this sort of thing in future. Okay, do we? Okay, I can't use any of these guys until I've cleared the Maelstrom fog. Okay, I'm gonna stock up on healing kits, lots and lots and lots of healing kits, because we've got money to burn on it, and we need to defeat the Spider Queen. I'm gonna try and do it. I'm gonna try and do it in without breaking any of the hardcore rules, because I think we can. We need to play as Cheeky Monkey. Yep, that was Luni, presumably Luni 0.5.1, if I had to guess, version. One bug left. You were meant to be relaxing, Simon. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's especially if you haven't seen any projects between then and now. Yeah. lcdrU, etc. Amazing. Okay, sell everything that's unnecessary because I can't equip any of this stuff because it's against the rules. There's Quencher. Oh, I got rid of healing bananas. Shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake. Definitely should not get rid of that. Let's open up all these things. Doesn't actually change. There's nothing else I need to do once I've done that there. So there we are. Yeah, okay. Let's just get some more. Get a lot more healing kits because we're going to need them if we want to zero deaths the Spider Queen with only our fists. On lcdrU, which I think is harder than it should be, but I don't remember. Maybe it's not. Oh wait, no. Let's. Every other NPC is just a pun. I know, I love it. That's. Yeah, Klaus-Stedt. Klaus-Stedt, very, very unfortunate name for a clothes vendor. Let's stock up on Quixicles as well. And we've got exactly 100 Nexus Force healing kits. Let's see if we need that many. Spider Queen has a lot of health. Also drops some weak spiderlings midway through. In theory, what we're doing now should be more or less equivalent to what you would have to do on the full Spider Queen. In theory. However, in practice, I don't know. Okay, can I pull this off? No. Oh, hello. I did. I wasn't expecting to make that. Okay. Let's see how few. I mean, so in theory, I'm trying to do this in no deaths. This will not be a no deaths run. Let's just see how few deaths I can do it in. I mean, maybe it will be, but it's highly unlikely. Oh, congrats, Simon. I might hop on to... I'm going to see if I can take down the Spider Queen, but honestly, that may well just get very boring because it's a lot of the same thing. Because only one or two of her attacks are implemented on lcdrU. And with that, and with those two attacks, this is just going to be me jumping back and forth a lot, trying to dodge her attacks. So, crash doesn't matter because we're not going to be using it. You want me to equip it? Only to then take it back off right after? Okay. Do I have a tutorial on installing OpCrux like with Uchu? No, because I am way too scared. OpCrux is... Uchu, Vincent specifically wrote a thing to make it like easy to set up. Or as easy as he could. OpCrux has not been designed to be easy to set up. Okay, ready? Yeah, so this is the most complete Spider Queen any of the projects have at the moment. So this is lcdrU we're playing, if you're new here. Will DLU be complicated when downloading the game? No, DLU is really easy already. Okay. Okay, I don't remember the pattern. I think we're going to try the same as Spiderlings. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, heal, run. Okay, that's not too bad. 1, 2, 3, heal, run. Okay, you can see why this fight takes a long time. Maybe we'll try 1, 2, 3, 4, heal, run. See if that works. 1, 2, 3, heal. 1. Yeah, okay. Well, I said we weren't going to manage at 0 deaths. So let's just test out what patterns work. So 1, 2, 3, heal, run works. 1, 2, 3, heal, 1, 2, run does not work. 1, 2, 3, heal. What other options are there? I think that's like the only option. Okay, so differences. In DLU, right now, I would have to be dodging bullets. Fortunately, the attack that I'm being hit with is the Spider Queen's like most powerful attack, I'm pretty certain. 1, 2, 3, heal. 2, 3. Yeah, I don't know why I tried that again. Like, we know that doesn't work. Death counter up to 2, but yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah, so right now I'd... Hello, 0 HP? Well, that was weird. Yeah, right now I'd have to be dodging stuff, but as long as you're able to dodge all of her attacks, because she never moves. So this shouldn't be any harder on DLU as it is on lcdrU, hopefully. 3, heal, run. So yeah, for anyone who doesn't know why I'm doing this, the LUSR, which is the LEGO Universe Speedrunners Discord, basically we've got a hardcore LU challenge. Myself and another member of the LUSR are going to be doing a run, hopefully when DLU comes back up. Possibly we'll try and organise it at the same time, maybe not. Ooh, how did that get me? That's not good, because that shouldn't have been... Okay, so hopefully that wouldn't have gotten me on DLU, because that was when I was running... Because DLU apparently has extra stuns. So hopefully that wouldn't have got me on DLU. I'm pretty certain she doesn't move on any LU. On original LU. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. 3, 1. Okay. Maybe I just badly timed my healing kits. Yeah, I don't think it's possible to do fewer, because, like at the moment, we are... I don't think it's possible to do more damage or use fewer healing kits than we are, because at the moment we're leaving on 2 health. Her attacks will deal 4 health of damage if we're on... I think it is... No, probably can't be 4, maybe 3. 3 would make sense. If we're on DLU, there'll also be homing bolts following us, probably at least one of which will hit us. So not worth it. Hence the very, very slow strategy. I think if Simon, depending on if Simon does like magically manage to fix all the bugs we were running up against, which like I say as a joke, but knowing Simon, it's actually plausible he might. Oh no! Oh, okay, that's what happened. So if I'm too slow, so if I don't, so if I start attacking from too far away, what happens is... Okay, cool. if I start attacking from too far away, what happens is she hasn't done her first attack by the time I use the Nexus Force healing kit. Also, her attacks seem to do 2 damage. I was wrong. Okay, that's interesting. 1, 2, 3, heal. So if I can start attacking sooner, if I start attacking further out, what happens? I've got time for an extra hit, don't I? So if I start attacking from here, 1, 2, 3. Okay. No, I mucked up. I mistimed that. Yeah, I mistimed that badly. Also, I feel this is like an lcdrU only bug, and that's not helpful because I want to be able to do this on other servers. Also, like, I'm not losing any coins. Does this count as like a battle instance or something? So I don't. So that's interesting. I only got 1 attack there. Yeah, I feel there's a lot of optimization you can go into with exactly how you time running up and attacking. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, so want to run. So that's I have no idea on the timings I should be using for this. 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, I attack with ult. On lcdrU, it makes no difference because on lcdrU, you just attack whatever the closest enemy is. The enemies don't move, and so you have to walk up to attack them, and so you might as well just use ult. Others would argue it's a bad habit, but it's honestly easier, in my opinion, to just use ult, especially on lcdrU or on single boss fights. No, I'm gonna die. How did I not die? I should have died. Okay, evidently I got out of range fast enough. Did it make a difference in live? So, ult will always attack the nearest thing to you. I think maybe there's some priorities. Actually, I'm pretty certain there are some priorities. Certainly DLU has some priorities implemented. But in general, you expect it to attack something nearby you, whereas if you click, you can choose what to attack. Okay, so the method, kind of timing-wise, it needs an improvement, but basically you run up, 3 punches, wait until damage is done to you, then use healing kits, run away. I'm hoping these 100 healing kits should be enough. Either way, I probably won't go through the entire thing. Oh, another interesting thing to note is health bars in LU are not linear. They do not... The percentage of the bars that's filled does not directly correspond to the percentage of the health bar left. Or to the percentage of health it has left, not directly. Oh, no, I mucked up. Oh, I shouldn't have. That was stupid, I didn't have any. My healing kit was still on recharge. Oh, hello, bug. Oh, maybe that's... No, that should be a bug. What happens there was I left that pillar. That's a very, very niche bug, which there's a precise setup for. But I can force it to trigger. Okay, let's. I mean, we're going to be doing this for a little while. Simon, if you think OpCrux would be playable again at any point, give me a shout and I will happily hop on. It would be cool because I think everyone's getting a little bit bored of me literally just going through force healing kits, which is all that's happening at the moment. And it's the bug I'm currently thinking about pulling off would just be such a long-winded bug to try and do, and it's literally the most boring bug ever. So please, for everyone else's sake here, if you are happy with the server at any point, give me a shout. I don't know what I died to. I wasn't really paying attention. You guess this is the shout. Okay, everyone. I'll be hopping on to. I'll be leaving the Spider Queen half fought. The health is not going to save, which means if I ever come back on. I'm not looking forward to this. If I ever come back on here in future, I'm going to have to redo all of that. Well. I don't need to be doing this anyway. If I come back on here, I think we've got the pattern down anyway. 3 hits, wait until we're attacked. Begin running away as soon as possible, wait until we're attacked down to 2 health, use the force healing kit to go up. You can pull off more attacks if you have all 5 health, but that's not currently achievable in DLU, so I'm not doing it in here. Okay, with that said, I'm going to quit the desktop. I'm going to switch IP. Let's see, okay. Okay, let's... oh, sorry, Simon. Okay, Simon may have been pinging me in OpCrux. Only bug so far in Venture Explorer that you should be aware of is you need to restart your game when getting the rocket. Somehow it fails to sync with the client. Okay, that's cool. Let's swap over IPs. Sorry, Simon. I have Discord muted, so oh nope, that won't work because I've still got the mods downloaded. Can't have those for OpCrux. Hey, chuck those in the excluded folder. For anyone wondering what mods I'm referring to, these are the TCP UDP mods, which change how data is sent between the client and the server. Created by lcdrU to basically for security purposes. Let's resize this the right size. I apologise for the fact the music's cutting in and out. This is a necessary part of the resizing process. There we are. Okay, cool. What's my username and password for this? Yeah, I've seen the note in testing. Thank you very much. Okay, so this one's still in Venture Explorer. I'm pretty certain that one's in Avant Gardens. Okay, let's hop in. Oh, and to all the naysayers who wondered why I gave the title OpCrux and lcdrU stream, we're back on OpCrux. I had my reason. This was all planned. Okay, genuinely, Simon, thank you so much for like rapid bug fixing. Like genuinely, everybody on stream, give Simon a huge thanks for this. He has been such a legend, like implementing this just so you guys didn't have to watch me trying to beat lcdrU with my fist. Okay, character's got reset. That's...
To move around, press these keys.
Sorry, you did say character's got reset, I just entirely forgot.
Smashing removes obstacles.
Okay, probably wasn't worth...
Well done.
Okay.
Try moving. Try jumping up taller.
Vague note to... vague note for the sake of speedrunning, it's not worth... it's not worth, so you may have seen me there trying to quickly spam the walk keys just to get that thing off my screen. It's not worth doing that because if you just keep running, it will come up with the press alt to smash, and you can do that in a lunge attack or like a running jump attack, which is when you single jump and attack, and that preserves momentum. Spamming all the keys on your keyboard loses you maybe a second, or not all the keys on your keyboard, but WASD keys. There we are. Okay, so far so good. My character's celebrating, everyone's happy. We love to see it. Okay. Binoculars, let's actually... Okay, so apparently there's a bug with rocket building. I don't remember precisely the fix. Simon said, let me just check in testing. Restart game. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Restart game for rockets. Okay, I'm just gonna... I've got imagination, so we can quickly... I'm gonna... do I bother 100%ing VE? Probably not. I feel you guys have... Well, if you guys haven't... Okay, if you guys haven't seen me 100%ing VE before, like, I'm sure there's a stream where I do it in. I'm sure you'll be able to find one somewhere, because I spend most of my time doing this. Okay, let's... Okay, this looks like a server crash, so I will ping Simon. Yeah, for those of you wondering, this is the testing life. Like the devs are legend. He got it back up already. Simon, you are truly a man of culture. Yeah. Like this is a lot of testing. Like I know there's like this impression, because I used to have it that testing would be like you'd just be playing through the game and maybe you'd send the occasional bug reports. No. Testing is lots of crashes all the time. But you know what? We're getting to play the game, so we love to do it anyway. Yeah. Let's keep going.
Try jumping up taller. Wonderful.
Okay, let's through there. I don't know why I double jump there, because that actually just means I spend longer. Yeah, mission tracker, let me... Okay, nose cone engine. That was bad, I should have done these first, but anyway. Ooh, that didn't reach far enough. Interesting. Thought that was meant to, but I could be wrong. I may have misplaced that ground pound. Build this. Yeah, we'll need... I don't know why I'm doing that. It's literally automatic, but it's a really bad thing to have in muscle memory because it's just slow. The ground pound onto those, you just walk onto them faster. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, so I'm not totally certain which part I meant to restart here, but we'll see. Doesn't really matter. I can do this twice in a row. That won't hurt. Hello. Okay, no, maybe I will need to restart it. Okay, no, that's fine. Let's drag that into place. That was me misclicking. That's fine. Okay, I'm guessing this doesn't go into my inventory, so we restart at this point. Yep, okay, that's cool. Do I need to restart the client entirely? I'm going to just try switching minifigure. But last time I switched minifigure, this was a little bit bugged. Can I switch minifigure? No, it's not bugged this time. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, load back in. Recomplete the mission. Let's get out. I'm excited. I am genuinely hyped because I've been wanting to see like everything OpCrux has for a little while. Like just to get a feel for it, because I feel like I have a good sense of what lcdrU has. I've got a good sense of what DLU has. Pretty good sense of what OpCrux has. I have really not much of a sense of OpCrux. And what I'm getting a sense of right now is that we're going to get a message in a second saying cannot connect to world. Maybe it could just be taking a little while to load in. It could be we're going to get a could not connect to world. If we get a could not connect to world, I'm going to restart because that's fixed it every other time I've had that problem. So I'm not too concerned. This is looking like a could not connect to world moment, because so any other world in the game, when you're trying to load into it, you get a loading screen. Adventure Explorer, the first time you load in, there's got to be a flag you set somewhere. I don't know what it is. Yeah, there we are. Cannot connect. The first time you load in, it's the Adventure Explorer, and anytime this like one flag isn't set, I'm assuming it's a flag. I don't know the technical terms here, but you forced a restart for you. Oh, Simon, you are a legend. Genuinely, so many thanks to Simon. He is literally just taking out his day just to see I get through this video, which like, or this stream, like there's He's literally doing this out of the goodness of his heart. There's no... Oh, legend. Utter legend. It's when your last world is 0. Okay, yeah. So... Cool. Okay, we're going to rebuild. We've got the parts. We've got the parts. We've got the rocket. Okay, okay, so there's an issue with LCDR, the LCDR user LCDR's client. I keep trying to say LCDR user client. Yeah, and that issue is when you restart, it changes the server IP to localhost. I don't think anyone knows why it does that. So I'm guessing that was the restart I mentioned. Rate the B movie now. I'm gonna get anger in chat when it becomes clear I have not watched the B movie, but I have not watched the B movie. It's your client. What the server reset, the IP reset thing? Yeah, I know it's the client. It's just weird. I don't think anyone knows. Do you actually know why it happens? Because last I checked, no one did, Simon. But I could very easily have missed a message in development. Yeah, it seems to be something with the with LCDR's unpacked client. I don't know if it occurs with the packed version. Actually, I've not tested that. Okay, running through models. We've got a custom rocket. Okay, is it me opening models? Okay, I've got an idea of why that's happening. I'm guessing. Okay, so I should have the boot set. It's set to 3dservices.opcrux.org, which I believe is what it's meant to be set as. But anyway, it's the client boot.cfg. Check Discord. Wait a second. Oh no, Simon's been sending me messages. Client is misconfigured. I need to change boot.cfg. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, Simon. Simon's now going to be. Hello, Simon. Oh no. Wait a sec. Oh no, I muted Discord. That's why I can't hear you. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for all this. Yep.
I can explain you the issue really well. The issue is because it tries to download the icon.
Yeah.
However, we don't have that service set up yet, and because it fails to load the icon,
Yep. It crashes.
Will crash.
Yep.
Yeah, there's an option in the bootc config.
Yep.
It's this entry. Basically, if you set it to 0, it will stop crashing.
Okay. UGC use 3D services 70. Okay, brilliant. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah.
All right. So
everyone, this is Simon. He's the guy who's been making this all possible. Thank you so much. Oh wait, no, I need to restart. Okay, I'm an idiot. Yeah. Let me restart quickly.
all right. See ya.
Thank you. Bye. Ah, legend. This is why genuinely like the developers are all legends. Like. Very, very helpful people. Like, yeah, seriously, I pity them having to put up with me. Yeah, so that was what I was wondering was happening, because I noticed every time I opened up the backpack, it was only when I went to the models tab I was beginning to. Oh wait, let's remute Discord again, because otherwise you guys will be hearing any pings I get. Okay. Let's go. Oh yeah. Okay, that ping was my end, by the way. For anyone who just rapidly opened up Discord, that was a message from MM12. I'm guessing probably to troll you all. I think you had a new message. Okay. Okay, that's not. Server has not crashed. I repeat, the server has not crashed. It's a good sign. Yeah. Oh, here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, Avant Gardens. Possibly said that slightly preemptively, given we're not in AG yet, but you know what? We're close enough. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing any like weird challenges. And in fact, like the hardcore OU challenge, I'm just going to be trying to get through. As easy as I can. Okay. No. I'm just going to be commenting on things as compared to other servers because I've not done this on any other server. Okay, this is working. This is lovely. Thank you so much, Simon. Yeah. So one thing to note is there was no intro cinematic of me trying to steer my rocket down to the floor. I don't think that's working in DLU either. I think the only place I've seen that is lcdrU. Okay, let's just quickly check achievement completion. Just see how well that's working. So we've now collected 1 heart flag. We have looked through 1 set of binoculars, and there's a stop sign over there. Oh, not a stop sign, a sign over there. So let's read that. Okay, so we've now got 2 heart flags. Let's just see if this is counting up. There's a fair chance it won't be, but it's one of the tests I do. One of the first tests I do whenever I show a new server. Flag Hunter is working, Observer and Story are not. Okay, that's cool. Wait, what? Okay. Maybe they're all 1 less. I don't totally know why that would be, but oh no, we've got the same issue from before for Wisply. That's fine. Because hopefully, even if nothing works here, do we get smashing? Okay, we're not getting smashing. Even if nothing works here, hopefully I can do test map 1400 because apparently Simon's taken something of a look at Forbidden Valley. I'm interested to see what's happening there. Okay, Flag Hunter seems to only have counted up for that 1 flag. Okay, no worries. Me failing to get through a door. Okay, can I? No, none of the attacks are registering. Okay, that's fine. Is there a ping command? Try this. So /lock is client-sided, /pause and /position are both server-sided on lcdrU. Not lcdrU, uchu. Both of them give you your position, but they each give you the position as either the client or the server sees it. It's really weird. I'm sorry, Simon. Wait a second. Let's just double check I haven't accidentally left anything in there. No, okay. I have not. There should be nothing in my client that's breaking this. Sad. You'll head out. Night City is waiting. You'll catch the VOD later. See you.
You can rotate.
Thank you for joining us.
Well
Call me
done.
Cozy. Thank you very much. It's a lot. Okay, there we are. Okay, so not getting. I wonder if. Okay. Okay, that. So I think the server is just. Yeah, I think the server's ignoring me for some reason, Simon. So what I'm gonna hazard a guess that the server ignoring me was something to do with loading the world. So I'm gonna try quitting to desktop. Gonna try or just log out. Gonna try rejoining. See if that. And I forget because we're on this client. When we quit to desktop, it resets the IP to quitting to desktop. Hey, didn't resize it that time. That's lovely. Just means you get spared the couple of seconds of me just resizing the screen. Submitting a username. Oh no. Okay, so for some reason I'm crashing the server. I'd like to say I've not seen that one before, but I have a habit of doing this. I don't know what it is I'm doing. It's doing it. Okay, wait a second. It's interacting with Wisply that must be crashing the server. Because I think that's the only common factor. Because okay, we know it's a server crash from when we try and smash something and that doesn't work, and the heart flag's counted up. I got 1 heart flag before talking to Wisply. Did I get the other heart flags before trying to talk to him? I think I may have tried to talk to him and then gotten the heart flag, so I think you're on the server, so master is messed up. Okay. Yeah. Welcome to the testing process, ladies and gentlemen. But always good fun. well, I hope it's good fun for you guys as well. But it's typically enjoyable for me. Regardless, let's just... When in doubt, always try again. Okay, yeah. That's not working this time. That is weird. There we've got... that made master go down or something. Okay. Yeah, this is always a case of welcome to the testing process, but I honestly, I think this is kind of, I don't know, I hope you guys find this interesting to see, because this just is what testing's like a lot of the time. I know many of you will have seen kind of the videos from lcdrU, have like, oh, this is us running through Nimber Station, and like, no testing is ever that straightforward. I've not seen the sad face before. I've literally never noticed that Bob sad face. That is kind of cursed. Okay, let's just see if Simon sent me a message whilst I've been muted. Doesn't look like it. Yep, okay. So I think maybe we'll just go with a... I mean, in fairness, I've been doing this for 2 hours now and I really need a drink. So maybe we end up calling it here. Yeah, that might be an idea. I mean, this has been really good fun. It should work. One of the biggest lies in programming. Always. I am gonna try restarting Casey's. Casey's restart the server or anything like that, but if not, yeah, I think might call it quits for today. Yeah. If this does work, then I could be streaming for another hour or so. It's very variable. But I'm not in the mood for going back through the Spider Queen again. On... It's a mini username. Okay, yeah. There's... So yeah, my guess, Simon, is it's a bug with Wisp. Or something like that, because I'm pretty certain it's Wisp when the server... After I've interacted with Wisp, the server stops responding. Like, I think it was working for the heart flags. Okay, what I'm going to do... I'm going to walk off, I'm going to get myself a glass of water. I'm going to leave you with the amazing works of Brian Tyler. Yeah, I'll be... yeah. If there's a restart or something, brilliant. Otherwise, yeah. I think this is the end, so I will go get some water, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Your machine you didn't have it posted on the server. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yep, okay, so I think, ladies and gentlemen, I'm calling it for today. Let's put up the waiting screen. We've still got a picture of Tourmaline on here. I mean, I don't have a better idea for a picture. If anyone has a good idea for a picture for me to put up there at the moment, because I'm now literally just vibing. Yeah. Okay, thank you all so much. Thanks a huge amount to Simon for like trying to get stuff working, etc. He is an utter legend. Yeah, thanks to lcdrU. Well, for nothing else, just keeping up lcdrU. Like, there's no reason to have it up. I'm pretty much the only person who still uses it. Because like dlU now exists. So yeah, huge thanks to everyone. Huge thanks to all of you for watching. Like, yeah. Really, I mean, I don't know why you do, but you do, and I thank you for that. That is some good water. Yeah, with that, I've been lcdrU. As always, developer channels are in the description. Show them your support because they're the ones who make all of this possible. They are all legends.